It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New York Jets taking on the chance from the other side, the NFC, the Arizona Cardinals. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Come on. 70 Timberwolves. 19 Charger. 19.
Now Hall to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
To throw, here's Willis. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Ready, break.
Willis now off play action. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Play action, Willis. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 Lions. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Here's Willis. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a a 7-0 game.
Cardinals nothing.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Powering forward. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At their own 17-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Five wide. Alert!
To throw, it's Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Middle. Alert! Ready! Alert!
Allen. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. 2nd and 10. They run for the first time with James Cook. And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Here's 3rd and 3. Completes this to Addison out left. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know. But what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try to prevent that from happening again.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And again, it's Allen. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Throwing now is Allen. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. But he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
And the Cardinals, first down. First down and goal to go.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. As he's down to the 2-yard line. A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. He'll try to run this one in. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Ready up! Come on, come on! Back! Cowboy 80! Let go!
Off the play fake, here's Willis. He finds his man, complete. It's Casey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. The biggest game, the biggest stage, Super Bowl 63, 1 quarter in the books. 7-all is the score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. Now a 2nd and 2.
Come 19. Come 19. 60 Eagles. 6.
Back to throw, Willis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
7 it up. Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Buffalo 18. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Again, it's Willis to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33.
First down, New York.
Pioneer.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Willis. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw, Willis. He finds his man, complete. That's Russell. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Jets 14, Cardinals 7.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just gets rid of it. Throws. Away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 31 yards there and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Only able to gain a couple there. And it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Round 80, alert! Middle. Stop. Look out.
Allen now looks to throw. Maybe he hits him in stride. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr., a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14.
Joshua Carney to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
19 Tiger. Go.
Here's Willis. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Tyrel Dodson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Come on. Set. 70 Timberwolves.
Willis looking to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Russell. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And 3rd and 8 now.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
70. Hawk 70. 60 Maverick.
Willis looks to pass it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42.
First down.
The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
Ready, ready. Ready. Kennedy Lions. Cup 19. Cup 19. Let's go.
Willis looking to throw it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Buffalo 18. Panther 60. Panther 60. 18. Pioneer. Panther 11. Panther 11. Mustang 19.
Now Willis to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
To throw, here's Willis. Now he's going to step up and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here comes play on a 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Shot. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Willis to throw once more. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
Throw left side complete. That's Casey. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. From 6 yards away. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14.
Cardinals 14.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Going up top, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Here's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
5 boys. Middle. Half. Middle.
Now Allen. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no. Further.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one goes for 30 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit them with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
From midfield, here's Allen. He's got this downfield to McBride. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The 22 more yards there and another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All 52.
Quickly to Addison here. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Down 80.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Second and goal from the 1. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone. for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Cowboy 8, Cup 19, 6 is Everett, 6 Buffalo 18, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Let's go.
Here's Willis. Looking low, and that's complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here is 3rd and 5.
19 Tiger, 19 Dragon 60.
And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Allen going to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Willis will look to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there. Get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
70, Hawk 70. Cup 19, Cup 19. Buffalo 18.
To throw, here's Willis. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Open man right side is Rice. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Allen going to audible to a different look.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Short one here, caught by McBride. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Here's a 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Allen. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing now is Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Cook, 30 yards. And the Cardinals have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Well, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, break.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this could become a career-defining drive for some. Down 3, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is where the legends are made in the National Football League as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Out of coverage, a little too good there, and it's second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Ready? 19 Lions. Ready?
Back to throw, Willis. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. Fumble recovery. Touchdown for Arizona. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
31, Jets 21. Joshua Carty to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Back to throw, Willis. He finds his man complete. That's Russell. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for the Jets. 57 yards.
First down, Jets.
Got it. Ready?
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
69, 79 Broncos.
Now Willis. He gets it underneath to Hall. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
70 range, 19 tight, 65 catch, 65 catch. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Let go.
Now Willis to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Willis with a quick throw out wide. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fights off the tackle at the 20. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And attention ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 70 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And what a tough spot for this defense, because they know it's coming. but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he was able to break through one tackle, but it blowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now Allen going to change it up. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Loose inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. A huge play there for Arizona. Give him 42 yards on the ground. The ultimate speedster, showing that speed in front of this home crowd. They love that.
Made me stand up on that run because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward him for that one. A big-time monster run.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To the air, Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And his kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
This is 1st and 10.
Drop 60, drop 60. Here we go. Here we go. Panther 11, Cougar 19. 18, Pioneer.
Here's Willis. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Russell. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
First down, Jets.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's 1st down.
Here we go, Scott. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Mustang 19.
Willis.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts in the middle of the field. That should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pitching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Go. 19, 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Throwing, Willis. On the out route, he completes it to Hall. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run at the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
Panther 60. Panther 60. 60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats! Ready?
Now Willis. Throw left side complete. That's Casey. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
77, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Willis to throw. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Allen. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock, and they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well. All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
I'm a little surprised right here. They got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Here comes 2nd down at 5. Here's Allen. Pass complete to Addison.
It's a gain of 8.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Well, going to be tough to get 2 plays out of this. This could very well be it. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. And his kick is good. The field goal is through the uprights, and they've won the Super Bowl. And the Cardinals have done it. They're the kings of the NFL. Arizona, your Super Bowl champs. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.
Commissioner Goodell on the podium, set to present that Lombardi trophy to the Arizona Cardinals. They are the champions of Super Bowl 63. So that'll do it for another remarkable season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Charles Davis, all of our crew, for all of you at home, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll do it all again come the fall. Till then, good night from the Super Bowl.